Hey guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to Daniel 1 to 9, Proverbs 23, and Psalm 88 stuff. In 30th reign, Jehovah king Jun, Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon came to Jew from C.Jun, and Lord gave Jehovah king Jun to him some of the vessels of the house of God. He brought them to land Shinar, the house is God, placed the vessel in the treasury that is God. And king commanded Ashpenaz, his chief eunuch, to bring some of the people as a first of the royal family of the nobility, used without knowledge of good princes, skillful what was noble, and endowed knowledge, and standing and learning and competing to stay in the king's house, and teach them literature and language of children. The king sat on their portion free, and the king and the one they drank. They were educated, and the tender to stand before the king. Among these were Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, the child of Jun, and the chief of the eunuchs gave them names. Daniel called Belteshazzar, Hananiah called Shadrach, Mishael he called Meshach, and Azariah called Abednego. And Daniel resolved that he would not defile himself the king's favour with the wine they drank. And therefore he asked the chief of the eunuchs to allow him not to defile himself. King God gave Daniel favour and compassion inside the chief of the eunuchs. The chief of the eunuchs said to Daniel, "Fear my lord the king, who is on your food and your drink. Why should he see that you are in worse condition than these who are your age? So you endanger my head with the king." And Daniel said to steward him, the chief of the eunuchs had assigned over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. This serves the 10 days, lest we give vegetables to eat more true, and let our parents and their parents that you see the king's free and be observed by you. And the earth said, according to what you see, so you let them this man and test them for 10 days. And in 10 days, you'll see that they were better in appearance and fat and flesh, and all you see ate the king's food. And Steward took away their food, and the wine they were able to drink, and gave them vegetables. And so these 4 years, God gave them learning and skill, and all literature and wisdom, and Daniel understanding all wisdom and dreams. At the end of the time, the king commanded they should be brought in. The chief of the eunuchs brought in the men before Nebuchadnezzar. And the king spake to them, and among all of them none was found like Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. And therefore they stood before the king. And every man of wisdom and understanding about which the king inquired them. He found them 10 times better than all the magician and changed out in his kingdom. Daniel was there until the first year of King Cyrus. In the second year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar dreamed his fear of trouble and sleep left him. And the king commanded the magician, the enchantress, and sorcerers, and Chaldeans be summoned to tell the king's dreams. And they came and stood before the king, and the king said to Jun, my spirit is troubled to know the dream. And the Chaldean said to King Aramaic, the king lived forever. So his son said to Jun, he will show the interpretation. The king answered to Chaldean, the word shall I from this one. If you do not make known to me the dream, its interpretation shall be told no from there. And your house shall be let him. So if you show you the dream, its interpretation shall from me gifts and rewards and great honor. Therefore show him the dream, its interpretation. The second time he said, let the king tell us the rest of the dream. And we showed the interpretation. The king answered and said, I know it was sent to you trying to get in touch. Because you know that the weapon is you do not make the dream into it. There's about one sense. You agreed to speak quiet and correct words before me till time to change. And if you told me the dream, I should know that you should and could show me its interpretation. Chaldeans answered the king and said, there's not a man on earth who can meet the king's command, for no great or powerful king without such a thing or any magician or enchanter or Chaldeans. And the hearing that the king asked is difficult, and no one could show it to the king except the gods. His tyranny is not worth flesh, because this king's anger very fierce. Command that all the wise men about him be true. The true decree went out, and the wise men were about to be killed, so Daniel's courage to kill them. And Daniel replied with grace and discretion to Arab, the captain of the king's guard. He had gone to kill the wise men of Babylon. And he declared to Arab, the king's captain, I was decreed the king so urgent. Arab made the wine men today. And Daniel requested the king to have one at a time that he might show his interpretation to the king. And Azariah went to the house and met the man named Hannah. Mishael and Azariah's companions told the secret message from the god of heaven. They said, so Daniel's companions by our and the rest of the wise men about them. The mystery was revealed to Daniel and vision. Daniel blessed the vision, God of heaven, but Daniel answered, I said, Daniel God forever. Now to him belongs wisdom. He changed times and states. He removes kings, sets up kings. He regives wisdom to life. Knowledge to those that understand. He goes deep in hidden things. He knows what else in the darkness. And outdoors with him. And to you, O God of my fathers, I give thanks and praise. And you have given me the wisdom of my holy name, and have now made known to me all we else do. For you have made known to us the king's manner, and therefore Daniel went into die. And the king appointed to destroy the wise men about him. He went into the dust to destroy the wise men about him. And me before the king. And I showed the king its interpretation. And I asked about him down before the king in haste and said thus to. And I found among the exiles from Judah, and he will make known to the king the interpretation. And the king declared to Daniel, his name was Belteshazzar, are you able to make known to me the dream? I see its interpretation. Daniel answered the king and said, no wise man, enchanted, magician, or astrologers. He showed to king the mystery that the king has asked. There is a God in heaven who reveals mysteries. And his name the king Nebuchadnezzar will be in the land. During the vision you hear is laid by others. To you, O kings, who lay by king thoughts will be after us. And he reveals mysteries made known to you, who is to be. As for me, this mystery has been revealed to me, but not because I am wisdom, I have more than all the interpretation may be made known to you. You may know thoughts in my You saw a king behold a great image. This image mighty and exceeding brightness stood before him. His appearance was frightening. And hair his image was behind God's chest and arms so. His middle thighs of bronze, his sides were iron, his feet polished by the and his left stone was cut out by nature. And check the image of his feet on iron. And break them piece and iron, break the bronze stone and the all together. And break them piece and became like a shaft of the sun threshing floor. And the wind carried the wind, so no trace could be found. The stone that struck the image became a great mountain out of the hollow. This is a dream. Now we will tell the king. It's a interpretation. You are king. Against him, the god of hell has dreamed the king and the might and the garden to his king wherever they go. Generally, the beast of the hill. And the birds of heaven, waking rule over them. God head God, and I can inferiority shall rise up you. And yet a third king of bronze, you shall rule over all the earth. Over all the earth. And there shall be a fourth king, stone as iron, because iron breaks to pieces, shatters all things. And like iron that crushes, shall be break, crush all these. And as he stood the king, his heart, all the promise, and father of mine, shall be divided, the king, the son of the firm side, shall be this sword, and mix the sacrifice, the road, those of the field, and partly. And the king shall be partly strong, partly brittle, still iron mixed with soft clay. They don't mix with one another, they do not hold together, just iron does not mix with clay. In these kings, the God will set up, I will set the king, and I shall never be destroyed. Nor shall the kingdom be left to another heap, but shall break in pieces all these kingdoms, bring them to them, and shall stand forever. Just as you saw that a stone was cut from it by no human hand, and break in pieces the iron, the bronze, the clay, and silver, and the gold. A great God has made known to the king, and we shall be after this. The dream is certain, and its interpretation shall. And King Nebuchadnezzar fell on his face and paid him into day, and commanded them offering names to be offered up to him. The king answered and said to them, Your God is God of gods and Lord of kings, and reveal a mystery. So you've been able to reveal this mystery. And then the king gave Daniel high honors, made great case, and made him ruler over the whole province of Babylon, and chief prefect over all the wise men of Babylon. Daniel made a request to the king. The important treasure of Meshach and Abednego over the affairs of the province of Babylon. But Daniel remained in the king's court. King Nebuchadnezzar gave him the God as high as 6 cubits, and got 6 cubits. He set up on the planet in the province of Babylon. The king Nebuchadnezzar sent together the satraps, the prefects of the governors, the counselors, the treasurers, the justices, the magistrates, and all the officials of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image that King Nebuchadnezzar set up. And the satraps, the prefects, and the governors, the counselors, treasurers, justices, and magistrates, and all the officials of the provinces gathered for the dedication of the image of King Nebuchadnezzar set up. They stood for the image of Nebuchadnezzar set up. And the herald proclaimed aloud, You have proclaimed, command, O peoples, nations, and languages. So when you hear the sound of the horn, pipe, lyre, trigon, harp, bagpipe, and kind of music, you cannot fall down and worship the God in the image that King Nebuchadnezzar set up. And whoever does not fall down and worship shall immediately be cast into the burning fire furnace. Therefore, since all the people heard the sound of the horn, pipe, lyre, trigon, harp, bagpipe, and every kind of music, all peoples, nations, and languages fell down and worshipped the God in the image that King Nebuchadnezzar set up. Therefore, at that time, certain Chaldeans came forward and maliciously accused the Jews. He declared to King Nebuchadnezzar, the king left for You, king, have made a decree. Yeah, every man his son, horn, pipe, lyre, trigon, harp, bagpipe, and every kind of music, shall fall down and worship the golden image, and whoever does not fall down and worship, shall cast into a burning fire furnace. There shall certain Jews who are appointed over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, these men and kings pay no attention to you. And they do not serve the gods or worship the golden image that you serve. And Nebuchadnezzar the furious rage commanded Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to be brought. So they brought these men before the king. Nebuchadnezzar answered and said to him, Is it true, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that you do not serve my gods or worship the golden image that I serve? And if you're ready when you hear the sound of a column, pipe, lyre, trigon, harp, bagpipe, and every kind of music to fall down and worship the image, now it may well and good. If you do not watch it, you will immediately be cast into a burning fire furnace. And who is the God who will deliver you out of my hands? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to him, And Nebuchadnezzar, we have no need to answer you in this matter. And if it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fire furnace. They will deliver us from our hand. If not, there be no to your kingdom. We will not serve your God to worship the God and you serve. And Nebuchadnezzar felt free, and Nebuchadnezzar's face was sin. Again, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, he ordered the furnace heavy, he had 7 times more than he usually did. He ordered some of the mighty men's army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and cast them into the burning fire furnace. And these men bound with the closely changed their hats and alligators. They threw into the burning fire furnace because the king's order was urgent and furnace over here. The flame of the fire killed these men who took out Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell bound into the burning fire furnace. And King Nebuchadnezzar was astonished and rose in haste. He declared to his council, Do we not cast 3 men burned into the fire? He answered and said to the king, True, King. He answered and said, I see 4 men unbound, walking next to the fire, and they have not heard. Their heads was forth like son of the gods. And then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the door of the burning fire furnace. He declared, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, sons of the Most High God, come out. And come here. And Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came out from the fire. The satraps, the prefects, the governors, and the king's council got together so that they fight not in any power of the bodies of those men. He had the heads of not saying the call for works and heart, and this son of I come from the Nebuchadnezzar and says, so must be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, sent them to deliver service. And they entrusted him, and so inside the king's guard, he ordered the body rather than serve and worship any God except their own God. Therefore I make a decree. Any people, nation, or language that seeks anything against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be torn from them, and the house laid in the so there is no other God who is able to rescue in this way. And the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of King Nebuchadnezzar, to all peoples and nations and languages lived on the earth. These you try to use seem good to me that show the signs of wonders, the most high God's nothing. How great excellence, how mighty is one of those since kingdoms and everlasting. And his dominion ensures and generation to generation. And Nebuchadnezzar was at ease in my house, and prospering in my past. I saw a dream that made me afraid. And as I lay in bed, the fancies and visions of my head alarmed me. So I made a decree that all the wise men of Babylon should be brought before me. They might make known to me the interpretation of the dream, and the magicians, the enchanters, the Chaldeans, and the astrologers came, and told them the dream. They cannot make known to me its interpretation. And the last Daniel came before me. He was named Belteshazzar, after the name of my God, in whom is the spirit of the Holy Ghost. They told him the dream, saying, O Belteshazzar, chief magician, because I know the spirit of the Holy Ghost is, and that no mystery is too difficult for you. Tell me the vision of my dream, I saw in the interpretation. Visions and hair, as I lay in bed with these, I saw, and behold, a tree in the midst of the earth, and its height was great. And the tree grew and became strong, its top reached to heaven, and it was water and into the whole earth. Its leaves were beautiful, and its fruit abundant, and it was fruitful. Beasts of the field found shade under it, and the birds of the heavens lived in its branches, and the flesh was fair from it. I saw in the visions of my hands a leaden white bird, and behold, a watcher of Homer. He came down from heaven, but I am down and said, let's chop down the tree, and lob over its branch, strip off the leaves, go through, let the beasts flee from under it, and the birds hang in the house. The birds from its branches, leave the stump of the roots in the earth, bound with the bane of iron bones, and tend the grass in the field. Let me will with the dew of heaven, and his portion be with the beasts in the grass of the earth. And his mind be changed from land, and the beast might be guilty. Let every time pass over, the sentence by the decree of the watcher, the decision by the word of the whole was the end of the living may know the Most High God. Most High will the kingdom, and goes to whomever you will. And it sets over the lilies of men. This dream I, King Nebuchadnezzar, saw, and you, Belteshazzar, told me the interpretation. Because all the wise men of my kingdom are not able to make known to me the interpretation, but you are able. The spirit of the Holy God is in me. Then Daniel, whose name was Belteshazzar, was dismayed for a while, and thought to land with the king answered. And said, Belteshazzar, let not the dream of the interpretation know. Belteshazzar answered, no, my lord. May the dream be for those who hear, and the interpretation for the enemy. The tree saw its grew and became strong, and says, stop reached to heaven, and there's before the end of the whole earth. Because this is beautiful and tree abundantly, food for all. And the rich beasts of the field found shade, and he was bound to the beds of the heavens that live. As you, a king, who have grown and become strong, greatness since greater reached heaven. Then divinity ends it. Because the king saw a watcher, a holy one, coming down from heaven, saying, jump down the tree and destroy it, but leave some of its roots in it. Down with the band of iron, and turn to the girls of the criminal, whatever you let them do, heaven. And his portion be with the beasts of the field. This is unbounded periods of time pass over. This is the intent of the king. It is to create the most high, which you come upon my lord the king. It shall be driven from among men, and done shall be with the beasts of the field. Shall be made to eat grass like an ox, and shall be wet with the dew of him. And 7 periods of time shall pass over again, until you know that the Most High rules the kingdom, and gives to whom he will. And as it was commanded to do the stump of the roots of the tree, your kingdom shall be confirmed for you from the time to heaven. From the time that you know the heaven rules. Therefore, king, let my counsel be acceptable to you. Break up sins and practicing righteousness. Iniquities by showing mercy to the oppressed, and may perhaps you like me with your prosperity. Now this came upon King Nebuchadnezzar, and his home, as he was walking on the roof of the royal house of Babylon. The king had said, is not this great Babylon, which I built my part of the royal residence, and not for the glory of my majesty. And all the words of the king's mouth, there fell a voice of heaven, O King Nebuchadnezzar, to you speaking. Your kingdom has departed from you, and it shall be driven from among men. And your dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field, shall be made to eat grass like an ox, and 7 periods of time shall pass over you. Until you know the Most High rules the kingdom of man, and gives to him. You know the words have fought against Nebuchadnezzar, driven from among men, and ate grass like an ox. And his body was wet with the dew, and his hair grew as long as eagle's feathers, his nails were like birds' claws. And in the days I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted my eyes to heaven, and my reason returned to me. And I blessed the Most High, and praised on him who lives forever. And his dominion is never lost in dominion, his kingdom endures from generation to generation. All the inhabitants of the earth are counted as nothing, he does nothing, he does according to his will among the host of heaven. Around the dependency of the non-constatia, or C.Jun, what have you done? Spend time in my spirit and return to me, and for the glory of my kingdom, my majesty and splendor return to me. My counsels and my lords sought me, and I was established in my kingdom, and more greatness added to me. Now I am Nebuchadnezzar, to praise and extol, and all the kingdom of heaven, and all his works were lying, and all his ways are just. There's no work and pride he is able to humble. King Belshazzar made a great feast for 1,000 of and drank wine from the 1,000. Belshazzar and tasted the wine, found the rest of the bonds. So Nebuchadnezzar's father taken out the temple in Jerusalem, and the king and his lords, his wives and concubines were drinking. And brought him the golden vessel that has been taken out of the temple, the house of the God in Jerusalem. The king and his lords, his wives and concubines drank from them. He drank wine and praised the God of the gold, and the gods of gold and silver. Once iron wooden stand, immediately the fingers and the human hand paid him around the palace of the wall of the king's house, opposite the lampstand, and the king's the hands of the and the king's collar changed thoughts along them, the limbs gave way, his knees knocked together. Killing called loudly to bring in the enchanters, the Chaldeans destroyed, the king declared to wise men battle. And whoever reached the sign and shows me the separate shall be terrible in the kingdom. All the king's wise men came in. He could not read the writing, whole meekness to king and the interpretation. The king Belshazzar was greatly on. His color changed, his laws were perplexed. The queen, because the words of the king, his lips came to banquet in him. And the queen declared, O king, live forever. When no thoughts of lying, or color change, is a man in the kingdom whose spirit of high God. To the days your father, light and seeing wisdom, like there is no the God that says, with him. Was found with the standard, and the king named Belshazzar. Let dinner be called, you will show the interpretation. And dinner is brought in before the king. The king is said to dinner, you shall have that dinner, one of the experts from Judah. And the king my father, wrote from Judah. I heard you, the spirit of God seen you, the light understanding, and excellent wisdom find you. And the wise men, the enchanters have been brought in before me to read this writing and making it to its interpretation. You cannot show the interpretation of the matter. I have heard that you can give interpretations of problems, and I can read the writing and make known to its interpretation. Shall clothe the purple and have chain and gold around your neck, shall be terrible in the kingdom. And then you'll enter and said before the king, then you go see for yourself and give your words to another. Nevertheless, I'll read the writing to the king and make known to him the interpretation. And the king, the Most High God gave Nebuchadnezzar, your father, kingship and greatness and glory and majesty. And because of the greatness that he gave, all peoples, nations, and languages trembled and feared before him. Whom he would he killed, and whom he would he kept alive, and whom he would he raised up, and whom he would he humbled, and his heart was lifted up. And his spirit it was harmless, so he died apparently, he was brought down from his king's throne. And his glory was taken from him, he was driven from among the children of mankind. His mouth was made like that of a beast, and his arms were to wild donkeys, and he fed grass like an ox, and his body was like a dew of heaven, until he knew the Most High God was the kingdom of mankind. Set over him he will. The his son, his Belshazzar, and humble your heart. And you know, as you lift up yourself against the Lord heaven, the rest of his house is burdened before you. And you are the Lord your wise, and your concubines do not like him. You praise the gods, silver and gold, or bronze, iron, wood, and stone. Which you do not see or hear, and the God whose hands are breath knows in all your ways. He not the informer says in the house, and this writing is described, and this is the writing God is described. Meaning, tackle, and fasten. This is the interpretation matter. Meaning, God is numbered the days you can brought up to an end. Tackle, you have been weighed in the balances and found wanted. Paris, your kingdom is divided, and shall be given to Medes and Persians. And Belshazzar gave the command, Daniel was clothed with the purple, chain and gold was put around his neck, and a proclamation made by him, as you read the Lord and the king. The very night, Belshazzar, Chaldean king, was killed, and Darius the Mede was the king, being about 62 years old. He pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 satraps to be throughout the whole kingdom. He gave over them 3 high officials, of whom Daniel was one. To whom the satraps should give account. That the king myself and others. And then this Daniel became distinguished above all the other high officials. And such that because an excellent spirit was in it, and the king planned to remove the whole kingdom. And the high officials and satraps sought to find no ground for complaining with Daniel with regard to the king. They could find no ground for complaining or any fault, because he was faithful, and no errors fault was found him. And then these men say, you shall not find any ground for complaint against this Daniel, unless we find in connection with the Lord as God. And his high officials and satraps came back there and said, King said to the king Darius lived forever. All the high officials, the king, the prefects, and the witnesses. And such as councils and the governors so agreed that the king should establish an ordinance and enforce an injunction. Whoever makes petition to any government with any except to you, the king shall be cast into indictment. Now the king established an injunction and started the document, and it cannot be changed according to the law of the means and passion which cannot be revoked. Therefore King Darius signed the document and the injunction, and then Daniel knew the document had been signed. Went to his house where he had windows in the upper chamber, opened the door of Jerusalem, he got down on his knees 3 times a day and prayed, and gave thanks before his God as he had done previously. And the man came by a God and found Daniel making petition and played before his God. And they came near and said before the king concerning the injunction, the king, do not sign the injunction. Anyone who makes petition to any God or man within these 30 days, except to you, king, shall be cast into the lions. And the king answered and said, the things turns fast according to the Lord of means and passions, which cannot be irate. Then they answered and said, the king, Daniel, who's one of the exiles from Judah, pays no attention to you, king, on the Joshua you aside, and makes the petition 3 times a day. And the king, when he heard this, was much distressed, and so was mounted to lay down. And they laboured until the sun went down to rescue him. And these men came by agreement to the king, and said, now, king, there's the means and passions that no injunction or ordinance the king's watch committee. Then King and Daniel's blood and cost him 10 lives. And the king declared after dinner, may God himself bring him to the Lily. And his Daniel's blood and on the mouth of Dan, the king sealed with his own seal, seeing his Lord. Nothing might be changed concerning dinner. The king went to his palace and spent the night fasting. No day original brought to him asleep far from him. In the break of day, the king always went and hastily to Elijah. He came to the town where Daniel was, crowding and turning. The king cried to Daniel, and Daniel said to Levy, there was God himself continually being able to Levy from the lions. And Daniel said to the king, live forever. The lion God sent his angel struck the lion's mouth. You have not harmed me, because I was found blameless before you. I said for you, O king, I have done no harm, and the king will succeed me again. Command that Daniel be taken up out of the dead. The Daniel taken up out of the dead. No kind of harm was found in him. As he trusted in his God, and the king commanded these men who mercifully accused Daniel, and brought and casted their lions. And they chose their wives, and before they reached the bottom of the lions overpowered them all, and breaking all their bones to pieces. And the king Darius rejoiced the people's nations and languages, and told Nebula, he saying, watch by you, I make it decree that I know my Lord, and the people are to turn the fear for the God of him. He is the living God, and enduring forever, his kingdom shall never be destroyed, his dominion to the end. He delivers and rescues, he works on the models in heaven and earth, he saved Daniel from the power of the lies. As Daniel prospered during the reign of Darius and the reign of Cyrus the Persian, in the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, and Daniel saw a dream of visions which had his lay in bed. And he came a dream and told the son of the matter. He didn't I saw my vision by now. And behold, the 4 winds of heaven were stirring up the great sea, and 4 great beasts came up out of the sea, different form. The first was like a lion, and had an eagle's wings. And I looked as the wings were plucked out, and he lifted up from the ground and stand on 2 feet like a man. And a mind of a man was given to him. Behold, another beast, second one, like a bear. Like a bear. He was raised up on the one side, was his mouth between his teeth, his tongue arise, devour much flesh. After this I looked, and behold, another like a leopard, 4 wings of a bear on his back. And a beast of 4 heads, and Daniel was given to. After this I saw the night vision. And he held 4th beast, terrifying and dreadful, and exceedingly strong, and great iron teeth. They devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped all flat with his feet. He was different from all the beasts that before, and 10 horns. I could see the horns, and behold, there came one of them before which 3 of the first horns were plucked up out of the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and mouth speaking great things. As I looked, thrones were placed, and ancient days took his seat. His clothing was white snow, and the hair of his head was like purple. His horns were fire flames, his wheels were burning with fire, stream of fire issued and came out before him. And 1,000 served, and 10,000 times 10,000 still before him. The cloud sat in judgment, and the books were opened. And I looked at them because it sounded great words, and the horn speaking as I looked, the beast would go. His white strength, given over to be bound fat. The rest of the beasts, their dominion was taken away. Their lives were prolonged for a season at a time. And saw the night, and behold, the clouds had, there came one like the Son of Man. And he appeared into ancient days with presentable one, and to him was given dominion and glory and kingdom, and all peoples, nations, and languages to serve. His dominion is not passing away, which shall not pass away. His kingdom one that shall not be destroyed. As to me, Daniel, my spirit within me was anxious, the vision of my head alarmed. Every one of those who stood there asked me the truth concerning all this. So he told me to make no to you, the interpretation of the things. And 4 great beasts are 4 kings who shall rise out of the earth. The saints of the Most High shall receive the kingdom, possess the kingdom forever, forever, and ever. And I desired to know the truth about the 4th beast, which is different from all the rest, exceedingly terrifying. It had teeth of iron and claws of bronze, which devoured and broke in pieces, stamp walls off its feet. And out the 10 horns that one was head, another one came out, before which 3 of them fell. Even their eyes and their mouth they spoke great things, now seemed greater than companions. And at this I looked, this horn made war with the saints and provided over them, till the ancient days came and judgment was given for the saints and Most High. The time came when the great saints possessed their kingdom. And thus he says, the 4th beast, there shall be a 4th kingdom on earth. It shall be different from all the kingdoms. It shall devour the whole earth and trample it down and break it to pieces. As to the 10 horns, out of the kingdom 10 kings shall rise, another shall rise after them. It shall be different from the former ones. It shall put down 3 kings. It shall speak words against the Most High. It shall wear out the saints of the Most High. It shall speak exchange times of the Lord. It shall be given into his hand for a time and times and half a time. And the course shall serve him judgment. His dominion shall be taken away. It shall be consumed and destroyed to the end. And the kingdom's dominion and the greatness of the kingdom of the whole heaven. It shall be given to people the saints of the Most High. And his kingdom shall be an everlasting kingdom. And all dominion shall serve and obey. And here's the end of the life. As for me, Daniel, my thoughts greater than anyone, and my collections, and kept them out of my house. In the 30th reign of King Belshazzar, a vision appeared to me, Daniel, after that which appointed to me at the first. I saw the vision. When I saw, I was in Susan, which is in the province of Ela. And I saw the vision, I was like Eli Canaan, and I raised my eyes and saw, behold, a ram standing on the bank of the canal. It had 2 horns, both horns were high, and one was higher than the other. And how one came out last, I saw the ram tragedy was from north and south. And a beast could stand before him. There was one who could receive from his hand. He did as he pleased and became great. So I could see, behold, America came west across the face of the earth. Oh, I thought touching down, and a great and speaker's horn. between his eyes came to a ram with 2 horns. They were seen standing on the bank of the canal. He ran them with a powerful wrath. He saw him come close to her. He was emerged against the straight line and broke his 2 horns. And the ram had no power to stand before me. He cast him down to the ground and trampled on it. There was no one who could rescue the ram from his power. The goat became exceedingly great. And he was strong, and great horns broken. Instead of it, there came out 4 conspicuous horns torn the forward tower. Now one of them came over the horns, grew exceedingly great toward the south, toward the east, toward the glorious land, and grew great even to his terror. And some of the host and some of the last 3 down to go, and trampled on them. Became great, even as great as the prince of the host. And the record battle first taken away from them. The place of sanctuaries everything. And the host was given to will be given together with the regular battle frames because of transgression. The third truth to ground, act and prosper, and how the whole must begin, another whole is still in the trade. How long is the blade concerning the regular battle, and the transgression that makes desolate, and the giving of sanction, the host to be trampled underfoot. Is a day for 2300 evenings and mornings. And the sanction shall be stood to its rightful stay. When I then had seen the vision, I sought to understand. Behold, there stood before me one having the appearance of me. Heard a man's voice between the banks of the light, and he called Gabriel, make the man understand the vision. So he came near us, and he came out and I fell on my face, reasoned to understand the sun, and got this vision for the time I had. And he straightened to me, he fell into the deep sleep, my face to go. He touched me and made me stand up. He said, behold, I'll make known to you what shall be the light and the indignation. Your first day now, one time the answers, and he saw 2 as the kingdom made impression. And the great that he saw with the 2 horns, these the kingdom made impression, the great is the kingdom grace. And the great horn between his eyes, the first king, the horn that was recognized, which horn was the right, broken to show rise sensation, and know with his hand, at the end, latter end of the kingdom, and transgressed the reach of the land, the king of all the first will not understand people shall rise. And his power shall be great. And not by his own power shall cause fearful destruction, and shall succeed in what he does, destroy mighty men and people who are the saints. As cunning shall make the sea prosper and destiny. In his own mind he shall become great, without warning shall destroy many. He shall even rise up against the prince of princes, shall be broken. I know human hand, the visions of the eagles, the mornings have been told true. He sealed the vision for the first of many days, and now I, Daniel, was there become lay sick for some days. And I rose and went about the king's business, and I was overcalled by the vision, did not understand. Proverbs 23. When you sit down to eat with the Lord, observe carefully what is before you. Put in Matthew 30, for you give it after. Do not desire delicacies, for they deceptive food. Do not toil to acquire wealth, for you saying after this. When your eyes have lied, is gone. For some of these passages, fly like evil toward heaven. And do not eat the bread of a man who stingy, do not desire delicacies. And eat and drink, he is like one who is inly calculating. Eat and drink, he says, his heart is not with him. He is the offer one the most you eat, and the waste of pleasant words. Do not speak the hero of fool. You despise the good sense of words. Do not move the instrument, move into food of faults. If you are a demon strong, he will be the cause against you. Apply your heart to instruction, it is the word of the Lord. You will be told discipline from a child. You are stricken with the rod, you will not die. You are stricken with the rod, you will save yourself from shall. My son, if your heart is wise, my heart will be glad. My ear is being will exalt when you thus seek what is right. And then on your heart and be sense, and continue to fear the Lord all the day. Surely there is a future, and hope will not be cut off. And here my son be wise, and direct your heart in the way. You know among drunkards, or among gluttons, he said me. For the drunken and the glutton will come to poverty. And so I pray for my prayers. His dear father gave you rest. He despised him mother when she was up. By truth and justice, by wisdom and instruction and understanding. Father, the righteous will greatly rejoice. He, father, my son, will be glad. May father and mother be glad. Harry, boy, rejoice. My son, give me a heart, and the eyes observe my ways. My price is deep, and our daughter is admirable. She lies in wait like a woman, and increase the trades among mankind. Here's well, who's sorrow, who's strife, who's complaining, who's wounds without cause, who's ready to survive. There's a terrible of wine, there's a good shining sun. Don't look one is bright, when it's soft as a cup and goes down sweet. In the bus like a serpent. And it stings like an onion. I see sea strange in your heart, looking for those things. You may like one who lies down in the midst of the sea, like one who lies on top of the mast. They struck me, you'll say, well, I was not had that leaving. I know it feel like. When will I wake up? I must have another drink. Psalm 88. O Lord God, my salvation, cry day and night before you. Remember prayer come before you. Incline your ear to my cry, for my soul is full of troubles. All the troubles. And my life was this chill. I count among those who go down to pay. I am a man who has no strength, like one set loose among the dead. Like a sign that lie in the grave, like those who move remember no more. You cut off from your hand, you put me in the depths of the pit, and it reaches dark into you. Your wrath lies heavy upon me, and everyone with the will wise, you cause my companions to shut me. You made me hard to me, I shout inside down and my grace doomed through sorrow. Every day call upon you, I swear my hands to you. You work wonders for the dead, did you show it to otherwise I to praise you. Your steps love to color in your grave, be faithful and sin man. I have wonders known in the darkness, your righteousness and then forgetfulness. I will cry to you. In the morning my prayer comes before you, O Lord, why do you cast my soul away? Why do you hide your face from me? Expecting close to death from me, the by softly tears, I am helpless. I am helpless, your wrath is swept over me. No dreadful assaults to destroy me, surround me like a flood all day. Your days are not made together, you call me beloved, my friends shun me, my companions become darkness. Now astonished and I did the Lord's prayer, please my hands, the Father now, how the enemy, can become your done as I him. These there are dead, where forgives their sin and debtors, leaves not to patient those you are. Those can behind the grove of our armies, he to our by.